In this video, I'm going to show you some of the most stunning tops on some Les Paul standards and how you can get your hands on them. Let's check out the Guitar Guitar exclusive Gibson Les Paul Standard AAA tops. When it comes to Gibson Les Pauls, there's a few things that people look for. Number one, as maybe what they're trying to listen to, is that absolute mammoth and iconic sound that comes from them. But one of the kind of main things that, certainly in my time working on the shop floor in Guitar Guitar, is that people want to find the perfect top. You know, they want that eye-catching, stunning, movable top that everybody always talks about when it comes to Les Pauls. And with these particular guitars, these AAA Les Paul standards, you've got the opportunity to pick your absolute ideal top. Now, what are we talking about when we're talking about AAA? This is for folk who maybe don't know exactly what this is. Essentially what AAA tops are, we're talking about that top bit of wood that goes on, the maple cap that goes on a Les Paul standard. And what a AAA is essentially the highest grade of wood that they can get. It's the flamiest, it's the most striking, it's the most sort of visually impacting one that you can get. And you've got an opportunity to pick the perfect one for you. Now, there are 4 models that Guitar have got as exclusives. Now, I've only got 2 with me today because we were in such a rush to get these out to the shops for everybody to be able to see. But there are 2 50s models and there are 2 60s models. I've got a 50s in my lap right now. This is the iconic Heritage Cherry Sunburst. There's also a Bourbon Burst that will just pop up above my head there. And there's also the 60s model as well, which this is the Bourbon Burst in the 60s. And there's also a Lemon Burst as well that you are able to get. And what we think is so cool about these guitars, as I mentioned, is you're able to pick the perfect one for you. Now, they are all in your local Guitar store. You'll be able to see all of them in person. You'll be able to play them, feel them, see exactly what they are. But if you were to go to our website, we've photographed every single one of them. So you're able to see them, you're able to see where they are, you're able to request them to a store if you do want to find that particular one, or get it delivered directly to your house. But let's get some sounds out of this just so we can really see what's going on with it. So the main takeaway from the 50s model that is in my lap right now are the Burstbucker pickups that are in here. We have a Burstbucker 2 in the bridge and a Burstbucker 1 in the neck. And listen, this is as Les Paul as it gets. Listen to how this thing just absolutely soars. Now that isn't iconic, I don't know what is. Now, the other big sort of difference with the 50s model here is that it's got a 50s neck profile on it. So it's going to be that little bit chunkier. It's not anything like crazy or baseball bat like, but it is just a little bit kind of chunkier than you would expect with, say, a kind of modern style Les Paul, which would be based on this model here, which is the 60s. Now what this has got is the 60s slim taper neck on it. It's still, you know, it's by no means a kind of super skinny shreddy neck, but it's definitely a little bit skinnier, so if you do prefer a slightly smaller neck, then you will be opting for the 60s model. This has also got a pair of Burstbucker Pro pickups in it as well, which is slightly different as well, but it's definitely still very much a Les Paul. So it's safe to say if you are looking for a slightly fancier Les Paul standard, then the AAA tops may be the ones for you. Now you can check out every single one of these guitars on our website. The link will be in the description below. There's individual photographs of every single one of them and the weight of every single one of them as well, because that's quite an important thing when it comes to Les Pauls. But I would suggest getting down to your local Guitar and seeing these in person, because there's nothing quite like having one of these in front of you and just really seeing the depth of that top. And you'll know as soon as you see the one for you that it's going to be yours. Just there's a certain connection that happens with it when you find that absolutely perfect guitar. But this has just been a very small introduction to these absolutely stunning instruments. Again, the best way to get the proper sort of majesty of them is to go see them in person. So do go down to your local guitar store and get one of them in your hands. They're absolutely stunning. But till next time, I've been Kieran, and this has just been a very quick look at the Gibson Les Paul Standard AAA tops. Have a great day.